live.
Oh,
Howdy.
oh, really?
It's not a video or nothing.
Wouldn't even.
Every week before Christmas.
This is our Christmas show. Better than our turkey show.
Yeah.
I don't know. I actually think the turkey show is the best of the year.
Oh, yeah.
It is. In fact, I've
It
lost
is.
2 years in a row.
Well,
Well, you picked too good of a turkey this year, Scott.
I know.
It was too good of a bad movie.
I wished I'd rewatched it. I would have picked another one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sleepy.
Yeah.
I watched my 2 favorite Christmas horror movies this week.
Which?
Violent Night and A Christmas Horror Story with Shatner.
Didn't we review that one? We reviewed that one, right?
Violent Night. I don't know
Shatner.
about A Christmas Horror Story. We might have.
Yeah, we did. I remember because that's why I watched. I probably would never watched it unless you recommended it.
And of course, I love Violent Night.
That's great.
Yeah.
Of course, no insult, Richard, but Gingerbread, the guy that tries to get up the stairs to get the girl out, he reminds me of you.
Well, thanks.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it this year yet. I watched it last year, so I got to figure out who you mean. So I'll be watching that.
So you'll know the
Yeah.
minute you see him.
And I love
See-
little things out the side.
Which reminds me more of Santa in that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm Santa, damn it.
Oh,
well, so what do y'all have planned for the holidays this year?
Nothing.
Nothing special.
Nothing.
I mean, of course it's special. It's the holidays, but it's people coming to my house and I'm going to people's house.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a huge Christmas Eve bash at my brother-in-law's house. All the family get together with all the kids and the grandkids. And then Christmas Day, we'll just be opening gifts here. But I've got
Nice.
2 weeks off from school. I'm going to enjoy every minute of it, and I'm going to write my ass off.
Gosh.
Nice. Nice. So you're writing your ass off.
Yes, and there's a big ass.
Scott's
right
ass is written off.
It goes 50 pounds right there.
Am I missing it, or do we not have anybody here yet?
Nobody's commenting.
that was so weird.
I haven't seen comments yet.
Well, then.
Who's out there? Who goes there?
Yeah, I can't see how many people we have anymore.
I'm
No,
sure that we got 5.
Would we have 5?
My family, my son.
Yeah.
they're all spending tonight with the 3 Christmas spirits: whiskey, vodka, and gin.
And so we have my grandpa.
Well, to the 5 that are out there, good evening and thank you for joining us. It's not just us 4 and then one person, right?
Good evening.
I just said good evening to all of us.
Yeah.
So tonight we're doing the Christmas movies, right? That we always do the week before Christmas or before we've done it like it was like Christmas Eve or something. We've done a show, right?
Yeah.
All the Christmas movies. It popped up on my feed, Hey, Max is here. Hey, Max. So it's our annual Christmas show. And I was put in my place because I said it's better than our turkey show, but you're right. The turkey shows are the best because they're the most fun. So I stand corrected, or I sit corrected.
And I'll say this. With these Christmas movies that we watched this year, you just didn't know what you were going to get.
No,
True.
So let's get started.
Definitely.
Who's got one? Red one. Doing red one.
Who's got red one? No, I'll do Dear Santa. I'll do Dear Santa.
okay, I'll do red one. Red one is a fun family movie. You can let the kids watch it. It's an action comedy with a Christmas theme. Highlander, Dwayne Johnson is the North Pole is run like a government organization. It's organized, everything's tracked by radar. There's a Secret Service detail. Dwayne Johnson is the head of Santa's security. Lucy Liu is his boss. She's the head of all cryptid security. And Dwayne Johnson is losing his Christmas spirit. It's Christmas Eve and he wants to retire. He just doesn't have it anymore. Santa is played by, I can't think of the actor's name.
J.K. Simmons.
Yes, J.K., who does a fantastic.
I can never remember his name. I can never remember his name either.
Yeah, he's one of those character actors who's in everything, and he does great. And on Christmas Eve, there's a little glitch. Somebody hires Chris Evans to hack a code. He has no idea what. He's a hacker for hire. Well, it turns out it's a group of people who kidnap Santa Claus on Christmas Eve. And Dwayne Johnson hunts down Chris Evans, and the two of them together have to find a way to figure out where Santa is, rescue him, and save Christmas. It's a buddy movie. It reminded me a lot of the one with, and I can't think of the name of it, but I think it was the intelligence one with Dwayne Johnson and Ryan Reynolds.
Red something. It was Red something too.
Yeah, we were, they start out disliking each other, and they're adversaries, and by the end of the movies, they're best buddies. There's some good action scenes in it, which for a Christmas movie. J.K. Simmons, right? What I really liked about this movie is the way they weaved in other Christmas mythologies into the plot of this movie. They explore the naughty, the nice list. It's a fun movie. I think your family, if you have kids, they would enjoy it. I don't want to give away any of the plot since it's brand new. It's got some good plot twists. It's got some good acting in it. I think Chris Evans and J.K. Simmons are the best in this one. Dwayne Johnson he plays himself, so there's not a lot of, there's not a lot of drama to him. I'm glad I watched it. I was looking forward to it. I didn't dislike the movie. I'm not going to give it a 1, but this movie will never make my top 25 Christmas movie list. So, what do you
disagree with you on Dwayne Johnson's role in this? Hey, Tina. Tina Brooks is here.
Hi, Tina.
She just watched Red One. I thought Dwayne Johnson actually did a good job in this one. His acting, I think, was really, really good in this. He seemed, sad and, maybe he wasn't getting as much money for this movie. Maybe that's why he was sad. I don't know. But I'm a Dwayne Rock Johnson burnout. He's been in everything. I'm just burned out, like probably you are, Scott. He's in everything, and same character. He played the same character basically in this, but I thought his range of acting was better in this. But I do agree with you. He played the same character he always plays. I just think his acting was up. J.K. Simmons, yeah, he's pretty buff. I saw a thing a couple years ago with him lifting, and he was even bigger than that for some movie. I was surprised. He was so ripped. This movie is okay. Like you said, it reminded me of that one. I had asked Blaine. I said, wasn't him and Chris Evans in that one movie with Wonder Woman? And he said, no, that was Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's interchangeable in a way. I enjoyed this, and I'll watch it again. Had a lot of great effects in it. And Heather, you ought to enjoy this part. If you didn't know it, Krampus was played by Christopher Hivju. I can't pronounce his name. He played Game of Thrones. He was the one that was in love with what's her name, the knight. He was a redheaded dude. You know who I'm talking about. I can't. Tormund. He played Tormund.
Tormund.
Yeah, he played Tormund in Game of Thrones. So you ought to enjoy that there, Heather. But like you said, Scott, the mythology doing there, that was pretty cool. the Christmas Witch and,
Right.
Krampus. That was pretty neat. It had some good special effects. I enjoyed it. I think it's worth watching. A lot of action in this one. I thought it's put together really well. And Chris Evans was pretty good in it. J.K. Simmons is always good. I think someone said he crushes it, and he always does. Lucy Liu was good in it. Good to see her doing something. In fact, it's funny because almost all the leads in this were either in DC superhero movies or Marvel superhero movies. As either villains or superheroes.
Yeah, good point.
I recommend this one. What say you guys?
I liked it. I thought Kiernan Shipka as a bad guy was great. I thought she killed it as the Christmas Witch. I didn't see that coming. I figured she was working for someone else. I didn't know that she was going to be like the big bad. and excuse me. I think like you guys said, The Rock is the same character in pretty much every movie. He's just enormous and he throws people around, and that's kind of what he does. But this movie, I thought he did pretty well with. He was like the brooding Secret Service guy that has to protect a high-level asset. In this case, the high-level asset was, of course, Santa. So I thought he did well. J.K. Simmons, like you said, Max, he just crushes every role he's ever been in. And what you can do, when at some point in your lifetime, Google Portal 2 quotes from what the hell? It's Cave Johnson. He plays this. He's just a voice of a guy that owns this place called Aperture, and it's like this lab, and it's just he's hilarious. I thought Chris Evans was good. I think he plays he was sort of an anti-hero. He played a good bad guy that kind of turns his life around at the end. He was like a bad father and a criminal. He was absolutely a criminal, and he's the one that started the whole thing because someone pays him to get a geological reading, like a seismic reading from the North Pole, and of course it's the Christmas Witch. It's Kiernan Shipka, and he gives it to them, and then it escalates from there on how The Rock meets him. There's a polar bear in this that's really cool. I thought he did excellent. Yeah. It was fantastic. And there was some other. I mean, there's other creatures as well, and especially when they meet Krampus, they go to Krampus's castle. There's these 3 sort of attack snowmen that are really cool as well. Yeah. And the way you defeat them is you yank their carrot nose off. So I thought it was pretty good. I'll probably watch it again, but it's not like you said, Scott. It's not going to go on my top list. But like you said, Alan, I enjoyed it. It was pretty much exactly what I thought it was going to be, and I don't know too much about the production of it itself, but I think Dwayne Johnson produced this, maybe even was in on the writing on this.
He did produce it.
Oh,
yeah. So it was Dwayne Johnson's not going to produce a bad movie. He's worth $800 million. He's not doing bad stuff. So he stepped in. I thought he did okay. I thought the production value was good. I mean, it wasn't fantastic, but it was good. And the movie itself, again, wasn't fantastic, but it was good. But I liked it. I would watch it again, I think.
Rich, Chris Evans' character reminded me of the one he played. Because I thought of it instantly when his character storyline started to play out in Push. You ever seen Push?
Yeah.
Where he's got
the same guy, same character.
Yeah, same guy. Yeah. So that kind of was like, okay, he just eased into that, So.
Now, did this movie go to the theaters or was it a direct Netflix?
It went to theaters and then went to Prime.
Oh, Prime. I mean, okay, because this movie, its budget was $350 million, and it only brought in 93,000.
Whoa!
176 worldwide, but I thought it was an Amazon.
Maybe it was just like a limited theatrical release.
Maybe.
Yeah, because I remember somebody on Facebook posted that they saw it at the movies and they enjoyed it. So The next thing I know, it was on Prime. It's like, oh, this was just at the movies. Hold on.
It grossed
It's
93
enjoyable.
million and 83 million in other territories.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
I want to take a minute
think-
and say hello to all the beautiful people that are out there listening, and thank you to whoever loved us.
Yes, thank you.
Oh
for
yeah, I see that. Somebody does love us.
They can get a word in. They talk forever.
Well, what about you, Heather? Let's have your
Come on, Hadley. What was your opinion on Red 1?
It was a fun watch, but it is not a Christmas classic. I found both of these movies this week to not be Christmas classics, but I did enjoy it. I especially loved seeing what's his name from Game of Thrones as the compass. That was probably my favorite for me.
Yeah, Tormund. Christopher I can't pronounce his last name. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm being tickled.
Craig and Doc showed up. Hey, Craig and Doc.
Hey, Doc. Craig.
That stupid yellow Moscato. Yeah, I couldn't order.
Oh,
Why? Too late?
okay then. So anyway, what are we done with this one? What are we gonna give this one? We did this pretty quick.
We did. Quicker than I thought. I thought this would be the long one.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
They open until 10, but the one down the street doesn't have it.
Well,
All
what did
right,
you think?
I'm gonna give this one a 3.
That's fair.
3.
Yeah.
What about you, Rich?
Red one.
I'll give it a 3 1/4, 3.25. I think it was definitely worth seeing, but it was exactly what I thought it was going to be. And this isn't the first, we need to protect Santa movie. I think Fat Man is a much better flick than this is. But I liked it. What about you?
Christy, excuse me. I can't think of your. Chris Vandelay over here saying that she agrees Fat One or Fat Boy, Fat Man was her favorite.
Fat one? That's just me. Fat one.
That boy was a bomb.
Also me.
I'm going to give it a 4 because I love Chris Evans. I did not like him in this role though, but between this, yeah, he did really well. He's just such a good smartass, and so he really bought into that character. I liked it. I liked seeing the little girl that, well, she's not little, she's a woman now, but the witch was played by the little girl from Mad Men.
Yeah, Karen Shipka. She also played Sabrina.
She did, but she was an adult then. I'm saying this for all the people who were like, oh, that's the little girl. That's the one from Mad Men. So,
She at one point she kind of reminded me of Thor's sister in Thor, was it Ragnarok? Of Kate Blanchett, his character.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
They kind of made her look like that for a minute.
yeah. Now, I would have liked to see more of the witch. And the Krampus. The Krampus.
Yeah, Krampus. The Krampus scenes are great.
Yeah.
He stepped up.
Krampus
Too.
slap or whatever it was.
Yes.
That was pretty funny. And they did a great job with the costumes, and like when he's got his hand, Krampus has his hand on the side of the rock's face,
Yeah.
and his hands is huge, and it looked good.
Yeah.
And
The rock's not little.
The special effects were good. I mean, they did a really good job on the snowman attack.
I want them to
Oh, yeah.
do a whole movie with the Lucy Liu, whatever that agency is.
Mora.
Mora, yeah.
I want to see
I remember what it stands for.
Like, I want to know about them catching the headless horseman. I liked it. Like I said, it wasn't a bad show. It just wasn't. It wasn't a feel-good Christmas movie like a classic should be.
When he got together with his son again.
He did.
Chris
And
Evans.
the rock
He was on the naughty list too. I mean,
I think he was expunged from the naughty list after that.
I'm going to give it a 4. That's my final.
Oh, damn. Good for you.
He's pretty high.
I love Chris Evans. He's my favorite. FYI.
Well, you know what this looked like? A corporate Christmas movie. You know, it's like you got a corporation together, and they had an idea for a Christmas movie, and this is what it looks like.
The
You know,
ultimate Christmas movie, and I can't believe we haven't watched it, is Office Christmas Party.
oh,
Is that the one with
the
Jennifer
movie's
Aniston?
insane.
No,
Yes.
it's the one
Yeah.
with Jason Bateman.
Bateman, Jennifer
Yeah.
Aniston.
Is Jennifer Aniston in it?
Yes,
She's
not
the boss.
got a huge role, which is kind of funny, but she does good. My favorite person in that one was the HR lady, who was
Olivia
so
Munn was in it.
uptight, and then when the party hits, just chills out.
That movie's insane.
I love
That's
that
right.
one.
That's a
That
good
movie's
one.
insane. Yeah. Yeah. This one is like this one was made to sell toys. That's what it reminded me of. It reminded me of that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie where he's trying to buy his kid that
Jingle all the way.
doll, that action figure, you know, just like that. No, I enjoyed this movie a lot, but the heart and soul of it seemed to be more artificial than, you know, some other movies, you know.
Well, it wasn't a Christmas story for sure.
Agreed.
Yeah. Yeah. It's worth a watch. A lot of good action in it. A lot of good effects. Chris Evans, if you're a Chris Evans fan, you know, I'll give it I'll give it 3.5 because I'll watch it again down the road.
I can see
Yeah.
kids liking it. So I would say that it's probably a good new Christmas movie for your kids. But
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Better than the one I'm gonna drop on us here. The big
Agreed.
turd that I'm gonna drop on us.
Chris Vandelay is saying it is no Christmas Vacation. That is her final stay.
Well, I agree with that too.
Well, when you have all that import-export money as a Vandalay, I guess you can afford to watch whatever Christmas movie you want.
And the older I get, the more I relate to Griswold.
True story.
Well, you want me to do Dear? You want to do Dear Santa?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Are you ready for Dear Santa?
I am very ready.
All right. Dear Santa's Jack Black's 2024 entry into the holiday movies. I was watching this one while Tina was making gingerbread cookies today, and I was doing the dishes like a good husband. I didn't like this movie. A kid that's bullied, picked on, nice kid, writes a letter to Santa. He's supposedly dyslexic, and he addresses it to Satan, dear Satan, and it goes to Satan. And Jack Black appears. He gets this letter, and on a hoot, he wants to go see what happens. He pierces this kid. Kid still thinks he's Santa. Then he finds out he's Satan. He wants to give the kid 3 wishes, and the kid's a little smarter than he is. There's the family in it, of course, like a lot of holiday movies are having troubles. You don't really find out what the trouble is until near the end. Jack Black shows that Satan's a fun guy, can be a nice guy and it's helping this kid grow up to be a better person. Well, of course, it all changes and everything, and you find out that Jack Black is not Satan himself; he's a lower demon. With I think one of the best parts of this movie was Ben Stiller as Satan playing Zoolander for about 5 minutes. And this movie just sucked. You got Post Malone cameo in it, which is, I didn't know kids this age. These guys are in grade school, I believe. I believe they're in grade school.
They were 12, no, middle school. Yeah.
Middle school.
Or
I didn't know they liked Post Malone. Anyway, this is just the acting in it. I mean, the kids were likable, especially the main kid's sidekick, the kid that the football player with fake cancer.
Oh yes,
What's his name?
Yeah,
Jaden Carson Baker.
The bad teeth.
yeah.
Yes,
But they're likable, but they're not good actors. The acting in this through everybody, even Jack Black was not good in this. Hayes MacArthur played the kid's dad. He's great. He was from Angie Tribeca. I don't know if you ever watched that series, Angie Tribeca. It was a comedy series. It was like Airplane. or Police Squad. It was
Oh,
in that vein. It was funny though. It wasn't bad. He's in a lot of stuff. Even he was bad. This movie was bad. It was bad. And then you come to find out that the kid's younger brother died, got hit by a car or something, died. And that's what all this trauma is about, with the family falling apart. And then Jack Black brings the kid back to life. And it's a bad movie. And it's supposed to be a kid's movie, but you know, some of the theme of it is just not right for a kid's movie.
Yeah, they were swearing too, didn't they swear?
Yeah.
I mean, they did, right?
Yeah.
have you taught at a school lately?
Yeah.
Still,
That's, I mean,
it's supposed to be, the responsibility of us adults to not swear in front of those fucking
You will not deny me.
they must have offered Jack Black a lot of money for this or something. Or maybe he did it for his kids. I don't know. But this was crap. Santa Jaws was a better movie than this. And that's saying something. And that has zero actors in it or whatever. This one, I didn't like this one. There were a couple parts I thought were funny. That part with the cat, and then the part where Ben Stiller shows up. I don't even know if he's listed in the credits on this one. I wouldn't be.
I'm looking
But
here. I
other
don't
than
see.
that-
He's not on IMDb.
Yeah, other than that, I wouldn't waste my time on this one. I could see why it went to Paramount, right away. So, what say you guys?
Same boat, man. I think the acting was so sporadically poor that it just detracted from everything else.
Yeah.
Jack Black was I never thought he was a fantastic actor anyway, and he's okay. But in this, he just he's playing that Jack Black role that just kind of a loser, dickhead type of role, and it didn't work for me. And it wasn't just him. You know who did play well? Were the two parents.
Uh-oh.
I thought they did a good job making me feel like shit, because they did. They were at each other, on Christmas, and you got the kid. He's up in his room and he's listening to his parents fight, and it's just awful. And the reason you find out later on that the reason that they're at each other's throats was because their younger son died, and it was just they were playing the blame game, but not at each other, at themselves, and they each thought that they were blaming each other. It was just awful. Some of the scenes I did like was with the teacher. We're with the teacher, Mr. Whatever his name is, the guy that was driving the bike. Yeah. He's a bike rider. He was just kind of an asshole to the kids.
Yeah.
Or specifically to the main character. And he just did things that no teacher should ever do. But I mean, that's what the movie was about. You're supposed to not feel good for him. And then when the kid tears him apart in class, the kid's like, "Oh yeah, you're just, you're a loser. You're one of us." The kid's little girlfriend's like, "Oh, you're a bad kid." I'm like, "Did you not see what the guy did to him earlier? Come on." Yeah. He eviscerated the poor kid, embarrassed him all to hell. But yeah, this was. I will not watch this one again. It didn't have a lot for me. It didn't. I don't think it's got a lot for anybody. But there is one scene, and it's a talking cat, and I'm a big fan of talking animals. So, and it was literally 3 seconds, but it was excellent, and that was the only part of the movie. I actually laughed out loud.
Repeat that.
Right up front. What's that?
What did you like?
When the cat talks and what he said. Yeah,
it's like talking pussy.
When Satan first shows up. When Satan first shows up, he works all his magic because the kid thinks he's Santa Claus, and then the cat turns around and he looks at it and he says something. I don't want to wreck it for anybody in case you do watch it. But what he says is, it's just funny. That was the only laugh out loud moment I had. The rest of it was kind of standard Jack Black fare, you know.
He's getting too old for that too. He's getting too old to play Jack Black.
I think the premise of the movie was good. It was a good premise, but they just didn't pull it off. What you guys?
They crapped on the premise.
I liked the plot.
Because if I stay in the
None of the actors pulled it off for me except one, the psychiatrist, Keegan Michael Key.
Yeah.
He was hilarious, and I love him in anything he does. I thought the plot of the movie was good. This kid is a loser. He's going through trauma. His parents are arguing back and forth. He's not popular in school. And then Satan comes along and says, I'll give you 3 wishes. And it is the scene when he's showing him what he could offer him is funny. You know, playing at Vegas, winning millions of dollars. So the kid thinks, you know, I'm going to take him up on this because as long as I don't make the 3 wishes, I get something and get to keep my soul. And I enjoyed the fact that the kid goes through this. He grows up. You know, he gets what he wants. And then he's like, well, you know, I'm going to give my buddy something. And then it starts to all fall apart on him. You know, and he goes from being the nice kid, the one that everybody likes, even though he's not popular, to being the class asshole. I loved it the way he dressed down the teacher, but yeah, it was kind of mean of him. And then he goes through the whole cycle. He realizes what's happened, what he's done. He grows up very quickly during the movie. And then there's those legal loopholes that gets him off at the end. I enjoyed that. I thought that part of the movie was good, but none of the actors lived up to this for me, except Keegan. It just fell flat. I was expecting so much more. I was expecting to laugh my ass off at this movie, and I really didn't. It was like, yeah, it's enjoyable. I'm glad I saw it. This one I'll never watch again.
You know, it's directed by one of the Farrelly brothers too.
Yeah, I saw that.
Something About Mary, and he directed Jack Black in Shallow Hal too. So double disappointing.
Now, Shallow Hal was good. I liked that.
Yeah, I thought it was.
So was Something About Mary. You know, that's a classic. Ben Stiller starred in that one.
Oh yeah,
it's the one with she gets the hair gel. What's her name? Cameron Diaz gets the hair gel.
I mean, Jack Black does some good movies. I thought he was phenomenal in King Kong. The Jackson.
Yeah, he was okay in King Kong.
He was great in that. He played such an asshole Denham, and I loved him in Goosebumps. I thought, but this movie, I was expecting so much, and it fell flat on my face. It's like you're going to get the G.I. Joe action play set, and your mother gives you socks.
Yeah. Well, I think this is the worst Jack Black movie I've seen, and I watched Envy with him and Ben Stiller, and I sat through that whole thing, and I think this is the worst Jack Black movie. I thought Envy was at the time. Now I think this is about the worst Jack Black movie I've seen. I don't know. What say you, Heather? I really love this movie. I thought it was so great. Wow, really? Did you? What's your favorite part?
I could not get back here fast enough to stop whatever that was. This movie was so bad. I rented it because I was like, oh, I want to get the Christmas spirit, right? And so I rented it, and it took me 2 weeks to finish it.
Oh man! You should be an expert on this movie then.
Everything else is better than it. But yeah, I like Jack Black. I thought it would be funny, but it wasn't. It was very weird. The whole premise of it was very strange. So it was not, again, a feel good Christmas movie. I didn't like it. I felt like some bad choices were made in this movie.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, the whole scene with the teacher and the porta potty, that was just, it wasn't funny.
No.
No, and it went on for a long time.
Yeah.
But did you guys sit through the credits?
No.
Go back and watch the first 5 minutes of the credits. There is a cute scene in the credits, but I don't want to say anything. I don't want to give it away. Not at the end of the credits. You know how like they'll do like the main credits and then they'll have a scene and then go through the, get the vice assistant to the key grip. Just watch it for a few minutes. You'll get a kick out of it. I thought it was.
Is it two people meeting?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
In reality, Jack Black did great in King Kong.
Yes.
He did great in Tropic Thunder.
Yeah.
Landis mentions Nacho Libre.
I haven't seen that.
What else? Wasn't he in a John Cusack movie?
Oh, was he?
Was it the high intensity or something like that?
Oh, yeah, High Infidelity.
That's the one.
High Infidelity.
Yeah.
He was in the Jumanji movies, the new Jumanji ripoffs. I thought he did really good in those.
Yeah.
I think that's probably his best acting. Because he was playing a teenage girl in the first one. In the second one, it bumped around between characters. I thought he did great.
Landon picked another one, The Holiday. That's a really good one, but I don't know that y'all have seen it.
No, I haven't seen it. He's good when he's reined in sometimes, when
Was
he has
in the Mandalorian?
The boyfriend that she was.
He had one role as Captain Bombardier in not that I watched it, The Mandalorian.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I watched The Mandalorian. I don't remember him.
Yeah.
He was probably an alien. He probably did the voice, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
You get a lot of actors that do, like Jason Sudeikis was one of those stormtroopers that slapped the Mandalorian baby. That was a great scene too.
I don't have.
I love that scene.
Watch any of that cool stuff. Kung Fu Panda. That's right. Kung Fu.
Never saw that one.
That plays into his strength, though. Those movies like that,
Well,
But he's good.
Well, that's what I loved about King Kong. He played it straight,
Hey.
and I love the fact that they played Denham not as not as the lovable character who
I want to know what y'all are talking about.
made mistakes in the original Kong. He was a money-grubbing, narcissistic asshole that got everything he deserved.
Oh, the one that
The Jackson. I mean, I thought the scene when Kong's running amok and you see his expression and it's like, oh, I'm so screwed on this one. I thought that was great acting on it. I was very impressed.
Wait, do you remember I love the 70s King Kong with Jeff Bridges?
Yeah.
And then Charles Grodin. Charles Grodin played the Denham character and he got squashed on the bottom of Kong's foot. It's like, oh nice.
The only thing I liked about that movie was the way they brought him home on the super tanker. Other than that, that is my least favorite Kong movie, and that includes the two Japanese King Kongs.
Oh, so I like that one. See, I like the one with Jeff Bridges, but I was a teen. Well, you
I think that's
probably
my
a teen too. Yeah, I love that one. It was fun.
You want me to really piss you off, Scott? I actually like the Matthew Broderick Godzilla.
Me too.
I love that one. No,
I thought
that is a
that
great
one.
movie. It just like Halloween 3. They shouldn't have named it Godzilla. It sucked as a Godzilla movie. It was great as a monster movie.
I love that movie.
Oh, I do.
It was really good. I used to watch that once a year with my wife.
That is just, it is a fun movie. And then, like, just when you think, oh, they destroyed Madison Square Garden, it's all over. No.
Yeah. We're going to do a show on that one sometime. There's so much with that one. So, what do we give this one then? Heather?
Two.
Okay. All right. And that's after two weeks of watching it, right?
One for each week.
Yeah.
I'll give it a. You know what? I'll give it a 2 as well. I just didn't like it. I'll never watch it again.
It was like a really bad Hallmark movie.
Kind of. I can see
that-
that actually.
Isn't
You're
that
right.
redundant, Hadley? A bad Hallmark movie?
Hallmark does Christmas, Scott. I don't know what you mean.
Hallmark has one plot. They just changed the holiday, the name of the main character, the small town he or she's going to.
Well, the Peanut Gallery is agreeing with you. So.
Yeah.
Me.
I
What
would give
are you doing?
I would give this 2.25 because, like I said, I thought the plot was good. The kid growing up, and the few little plot twists, but the acting just, if I was based just on the acting, it would have got a 1.5.
Yeah. I'll give it a 2. I mean, good thing this isn't toilet paper because I wouldn't want to wipe my butt with it. It's horrible.
Tell us how you really feel.
I hated I'm glad I was doing chores while I was watching stuff because it was horrible.
When that cat spun around and talked, I thought, I was like, this is going to be a good flick. And then it just spiraled out of control.
It did. It's like it could have been good. Like you guys said, the premise was good, and they just wiped their feet on it.
So speaking of wiping our feet on something, did everybody vote?
Yes. I give it a 2.
What did y'all think about the ending of Yellowstone?
I have not seen it yet.
Okay, well, no spoilers then.
I've heard bad things about it, and I've heard Taylor Sheridan made it all about him. And one of the episodes, he had I don't know. I'm just reading stuff that I see.
Well, we'll
So
talk.
it's done?
Everybody's caught up and watched it.
So Yellowstone is complete.
Supposedly, I heard they might do another season.
Trying to trick me.
It's complete as far as we I haven't seen it yet, Rich.
It's done
Wink,
for me.
wink.
It's done like a potato.
Rich, wink, wink.
Wink, wink. That's right.
We're not going to do it.
I got you.
Max said it'll be on Peacock in March. I know. We have Paramount Plus, we have Paramount, and we have Peacock, and we couldn't get it because of this whatever licensing agreement, whatever money these corporations wanted to squeeze out of it. We couldn't get it. It just sucked. Right? I mean, without paying for it.
But it feels big.
See, that's what pisses me off. All right, I pay $100 a year for Amazon Prime. Why do I have to rent a movie that was made in the 1950s?
Yeah, an excellent question.
I don't mind renting a movie if it's brand new. Okay, I can understand that. I'd rather pay $6 to watch it on Amazon Prime than $20 to go to the theater. But it was like, oh, Resident Evil 2. Oh no, it's $6.99 to rent. It's like,
Yeah.
Agreed.
Max is
It
watching.
felt like it just.
I haven't seen Silo, Max.
I haven't got into Silo. I need to, I guess.
It's
Just
worth
the
it.
book, the story turned me off. I read the novel that it was an indie novel and I read it.
Yeah.
Turned me off.
which one is this?
Silo.
Silent.
I
I
love
really
it.
enjoy it.
I'm loving season 2. I think season 2 is much better than season 1.
Oh no, I thought season 1 was much better, but I don't think season 2 is bad.
No.
I think season 2 is pretty good. I like. Well, I don't want to wreck it for anybody, but I like.
Well,
directions.
Am I the only one who watched the second season of Lioness?
Oh no, I finished that.
What did you think? Did y'all watch it?
I'm just 2 episodes into it.
Okay.
The season finale is it's both awesome and silly at the same time. It's just got some things that just wouldn't happen, but the action sequence is fantastic. It's excellent. But I don't think that the U.S. would have handled themselves the way that it was handled there. I mean, I guess they can't show all of our technology either, but it just what happened wouldn't happen. But that said, it's a TV show, and if you can go in there looking at that, it was fantastic. So, up to you. Totally worth it. The whole season. I think it's one of the better TV shows out there, just because of the political aspect of it. The action sequences are fantastic, but when you look at, how Michael Kelly and Tom Cruise's wife, what the hell is her name, Nicole Kidman, how they just work the system, it's phenomenal. And Morgan Freeman's great in it too.
Yeah, I like it. We just stopped watching it for a bit, so I gotta get back into it. But I hear Taylor Sheridan swoops in and saves the day on this one too. He needs to get out of his series. I love what he puts out. He just needs to stop putting himself in there.
On the ledge and say, I think that Taylor Sheridan has drank the Kool-Aid and he thinks that he's the coolest thing.
Well, yeah, it's like, okay, that Planet Fitness, membership paid off, Taylor. Okay, we all see that now. All right, man. Now, come on, give us more story and jump out.
Thank you.
Give us more story.
Sorry. Landa is pointing out that Nicole Kidman is actually Keith Urban's wife.
No, well, I know that they haven't been married in a long time, Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise, and I know she was very happy about the divorce. But I couldn't heard that for a second.
I didn't know she married Keith Urban.
Is she alleged? Is she Keith Urban's alleged beard? What? Who said that?
That just kind of slipped out. I heard it too. I don't know where that came from.
So next week we're going to talk about what we're looking forward to in 2025, right? What movies are coming up, and what series we're going to be watching.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes.
Agreed, Landa. Landa saying nobody wants to watch Cruise.
I just finished this series. Have you guys watched Vox Machina?
What?
It's called Vox Machina. It's an animated. It's a Dungeons and Dragons campaign that these people they made into a like a TV show, and it's just great. It's funny. It's definitely rated R. I mean, there's blood and guts, and there's also a ton of swearing. It's worth it. You'll be pulled in on the first episode, and they're only like 27, 30 minutes of the episodes. They're pretty funny.
I watched the first season, Rich. A kid I used to work with was watching it, and so we put it on there at work, and we watched the first season, and it was pretty good.
Yeah, it's okay.
Really enjoyed it.
It's not the best thing in the world, but if you need a half an hour, need to kill half an hour, it's worth throwing on.
There is a show on Amazon Prime called Secret Levels. It's where they take video games and they put them into little 15 to 20 minute, some are 5 minute long movies, and a lot of them are animated. They have Warhammer.
Another actress that looks just like her, though.
I actually heard that today, Ellen. I heard
it's good.
And there's another.
One of my friends told me that exactly what you
said that even her mother got them confused with the movies that they've been in.
Oh.
Huh?
I'm sorry. I'm in the middle of a lot of conversations.
I know. So, just out of curiosity, what not horror related, what are your top 3 Christmas movies? The ones you watch every Christmas.
Red Ryder BB Guns.
Hmm?
For the Christmas story.
Oh, Christmas Story, yeah.
Christmas Vacation. And it's not a movie, but Rudolph.
Okay.
Yeah, can we throw claymation in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris Vandalay is screaming the Grinch.
Yeah, I mean, there's too many to list. I watch a lot. We watched 3 of them tonight, so we had it took 2 hours and we watched 3.
That has to be the cartoon.
For me, Scrooge with Albert Finney.
Oh yeah.
That's one of my absolute favorites. We haven't watched that yet this year. I'm a big fan of Christmas Vacation and Christmas Story, but honestly, The Year Without a Santa Claus, that's pretty awesome. Santa Claus is coming to town. Rudolph, the Grinch, Arthur Christmas. I don't know if you guys have seen that. That's really good. That came out a few years ago. But yeah, what do you guys got?
I have moved to the coast, and people are coming to visit me now. So I have my 2 best friends are spending the night tonight, and one of their children is back in the room watching TV.
Oh.
A house full.
Yeah, same, Max. Christmas Vacation and It's a Wonderful Life is
Alan, what do you want?
Who I'm talking to?
Gosh, it is really, it's tough. I'm not, okay, this is probably blasphemy, but I'm not a big fan of Christmas Vacation. It's okay. It's one I've never loved. I don't know why, but I'm not a big fan like most people are.
But you obviously never had a squirrel in your house.
Yeah, I've had other things in my house, in other houses. I don't know why. I want to say Lethal Weapon. I love Lethal Weapon. It's a Christmas movie. The claymation ones, I love those. The one with the Burgermeister, is that the Year Without Christmas?
No, that's Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
Okay, which is the one with the Heat Miser and Cold Miser. Dun dun dun
that's
dun.
That's The Year Without Santa Claus.
I love
Santa
that one.
Claus
That's
is Coming to Town is actually how Santa Claus is made. How Christmas.
That's right.
Yeah.
I remember as a kid, I was watching it, and I took my little tape recorder and I tape recorded that song because I love that song. I still love that song today. I wish I could find. I got to find that somewhere, and I drive my family crazy with it. So all the claymation ones, Lethal Weapon, Die Hard 2. I don't know. I'm weird about Christmas movies. What about you, Scott?
Toy Story, Violent Night, Christmas Vacation, and close behind Christmas Vacation is now I can't remember which one. The 1951 Alistair Sims: A Christmas Carol.
Yeah, Alistair Sims Christmas. I love that one.
I love that one because they go into his backstory.
Yeah.
And I do like Scrooge. The one with Bill Murray's funny. No, the musical. Yeah. Thank you very much. That's the
that's Scrooge with Albert Finney.
Yeah.
There's so many out there, It's
after Die Hard that I've seen the most.
Well, what did you watch today, Rich? What 3 Christmas movies did you watch today?
We watched The Grinch. We watched Rudolph. What was the third one, Chloe? The Grinch, Rudolph, and what else did we watch? Charlie Brown.
I'm so married to David.
So it was quick. I didn't have a lot of time, so I figured I'd fire those off. I had already watched our movies when I got home.
See, the older I get, I realize the Grinch doesn't hate Christmas.
He hates people.
He hates the Who's.
Yeah.
He's a lot like me. I love Christmas. Just let me stay home and enjoy
it. Well, yeah, plus they made a song about him. That hurt your feelings.
Yes.
Screw you guys making a song about him. You don't even know me. You're a mean one, Mr. Rich. What? You guys don't know me.
You don't know me.
You don't know me. I'm a nice guy. So I'm gonna screw your
I am
guys'
a nice
Christmas.
guy. Look, I'm Santa, damn it.
There's so many out there, though.
I know.
For me, it's hard to pick, like, really, you know, one to watch every year, because you can watch them all year round.
Have you guys ever watched the sequel to A Christmas Story?
Yeah, it was good.
I liked it. I thought it was very heartwarming. It really, my old man reminded me of the old man in A Christmas Story. And we lost my father 10 years ago. And watching the sequel really brought back a lot of fond memories of the old man. But I didn't say fudge. I said
I'm a big fan of Anna and the Apocalypse. It is a zombie Christmas musical.
Yes.
And those three words should never be together. And it works. It absolutely works. And the music in that, it's all new and original stuff. And it was great.
Yeah.
We reviewed that one, right?
We did. It was one of Rich's first year picks.
Yeah, I remember
that's
that.
right. That's right. Yeah.
There's
so many.
I don't know if you've ever seen it. I used to watch it when my sister was little, and I fell in love with it. Christmas on Sesame Street.
I would have seen that one.
Oh, it's so many. Ernie gives up his rubber ducky to buy a box for Bert's paper clips, and Bert gives up his paper clips to buy a soap dish for rubber ducky.
Yeah.
I
thought it was going to go.
Look great.
I thought it was going to go a different way, Scott, when you said Ernie gives up his, and I thought, oh.
Yeah.
He likes The Family Man with Nick Cage. She knows what y'all are watching.
What is it?
They're watching The Family Man with Nick Cage, and Landa just posted about it, and they're sitting here watching it.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't like that.
I don't know that I know that one.
I've never seen it, but if it's got Nick Cage, I'll watch it.
It's where he's able to see his life. He's got like no time for his life, his family and stuff, and then he gets to see an alternate life or something like that. I believe. I saw it years ago. I didn't care for it, but that's me.
Max, there is a show on the 26th. Christmas is on Wednesday.
Oh, do we want that?
Sorry.
Agreed.
Yeah, we do have a show next week.
Yes.
But no Christmas show.
No. Well, this was our Christmas show.
Yeah.
Christmas is on a Wednesday, right? Well,
Yeah.
So we'll be doing the show on the Thursday. So it's same time, same bad channel.
Yep, and we had a secret Santa. We had a secret Santa party yesterday at school, and somebody knows me well. They got me a bottle of Jack Daniels.
Nice.
My favorite.
I'm sorry,
Christmas.
Rick.
Is this a student or a teacher?
Why are you sorry?
Student or a teacher?
Oh, teacher.
So your students gave you a bottle of Jack Daniels?
One of the students gave me a bottle of whiskey.
What's going on there?
It was an interesting day.
How old are your students?
6th grade through 12th grade.
Oh yeah, they probably did get that for you then. They probably walked in.
And it's so funny because the older kids are fun. They're we horse around. There's a few that are pains in the ass, but they're lovable. And then there's 6th and 7th graders.
Well, I would like to tell all of our fans and friends and family who turn in how wonderful they are to give us their love and support throughout the year. And then I hope everybody has a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And I love you guys.
Yeah.
We all do.
Yes.
Love you too. We love everybody.
You see, you have us for Christmas. What more do you need?
Scott's waiting there. He's got a bow that needs unwrapped. He's waiting.
Wrap it up. next week we're going to be talking about the things we're excited for 2025. So lots of new movies coming our way. Looks good.
So
Merry Christmas.
tune in after you open all your presents the following day.
Tune in next week.
Merry Christmas and stay
Thanks,
weak.
everybody. Have a good night. Have
Merry
a good
Christmas.
safe holiday.
Stay out of jail, and we'll see you next week.